What is going on, you guys? Thank you for listening and viewing the Verse podcast, guys. Thank you guys for viewing all the Wowie episodes. We had a great time in the studio. I hope you guys enjoyed all the episodes. Those are all up on YouTube. Check those out if you missed it. But again, we're going down the road, guys, and it's happening. So we want to announce that on March 29th, guys, March 29th, that's a Saturday, we'll be in Atlantic City, New Jersey. That's right, guys. Atlantic City, New Jersey at AC Beer Fest. AC Beer Fest, guys. If you guys were there last year, we do a couple giveaways. We spin the wheel and see what you win. So come visit us at the tent there. First session during the day will be Census Fail, guys. Love me some Census Fail.
Oh, yeah.
Love Census Fail. And the second session is going to be Me First and then Gimme Gimme. So definitely, guys, buy tickets at acbeerfest.com. And we hope to see you there and enjoy everything. But today, we're moving down the road again. And today we have a very special guest.
No more moving, please.
No more moving, yeah. And today we have a very special guest, and it is Kiersten Blue.
Dresses like she just hopped off a tour bus. Doesn't really give a fuck. Mom breaks her confidence. She's everything. I wish I was.
Hello. Welcome.
What's up?
How's everything? How's your ride here?
It was good. It was quick.
It was good?
I live pretty close.
Oh, really?
I'm like 15 minutes away.
Oh, yeah, same
Not too
here.
bad.
Nice.
This was great
I'm like
with
an
the
hour and
studio.
15 minutes.
Yeah. You just wake up and just like start talking on the podcast. So let's talk about what you're currently doing right now. You have a tour going on, right?
I mean, a local tour, I
Still a
guess,
tour.
in a way.
A
Tour is a tour.
A
Yeah.
bunch of local shows going on. January has been really busy for me, which has been
Yeah.
nice. It's kind of rare that January is a busy month, but I've had pretty much something every week, which is good.
That's great.
Keeping busy.
Yeah, and
It's
you were
cold.
we were speaking like earlier last week that you played North Jersey.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I played at a dive bar in North Jersey last week.
You remember Stosh's?
Yeah.
Yeah, Stosh's when what's that place that's in Hoboken now? It used to be in Wayne, that micro brewery bar.
Blue?
No, the other one. No, the one in Haledon, I mean.
Oh my God. I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah, Shepherd and Knuckle.
Yeah, Shepherd Knuckle.
So that used to be like the place to go to back in the day.
Got it.
Yeah, it started off as like a small dive, and then they bought the place next door, and then it got huge.
Yeah.
And then they got even bigger, and they bought property in, Hoboken?
Yeah.
Yeah, so now they're in Hoboken. They closed the one there. Now everyone goes to Stosh's. I used to go
Gotcha.
there. Yeah, just a little background.
It was fun. It was fun.
I actually just drove by it the other day. I was actually curious. I've never been inside since it's been, the
they
changeover.
had us like in the front part, so it was like kind of a tight setup for a band, but I kind of like that, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
Nice.
I know exactly where they play. I've been there like a while ago. That's how I met. You weren't there for that interview. You know Gene Wilder?
Yeah.
Vacation?
Yeah, they played
That's how I met him.
Santa
was
Palooza.
there. Yeah, at Stosh's. Yeah. So that episode is going to be coming out. We shot that like a year ago. Sorry, Gene. I keep on pushing it just because we always have these other events we need to promote. But that'll be going live, and that's Stosh's background. But let's talk about your background.
my background.
Yeah. So how'd you get started into music?
So during like the pandemic, I was bored and I played guitar in high school, but
Oh, nice.
not like in front of people ever really. And I just started like taking notes that I had written down and turning them into songs. And then as stuff started opening up, I started playing open mics, and it just kind of turned into a lot more than I expected.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I never really did any music stuff before 2020.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So kind of just fell into your lap.
Sort of just came out of nowhere.
Nice.
Yeah.
I thought you've been doing it for a while. Wow, that's like
Not that
fairly
long.
recent.
Yeah. I hit the
Wow.
ground running.
Yeah. And you're playing like I saw you at Low Dive before they went through renovations, and Wow, that place was packed. I think I saw you twice there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love playing
yeah.
Low Dive. It's a good spot.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
awesome, and like you can get like a decent crowd there, which is
Mhm.
awesome. I can't wait for that place to open back up.
Yeah, they're saying February, I think. but
That
I don't
soon?
know. I walked past the other day and there's nothing in there, so I don't think so. But we'll see.
Let's see where they put the stage now, guys.
Yeah.
On the roof. Yeah, that's awesome. So you started 2020.
Yeah. I
Um,
sang the first time in front of people 2021.
mhm.
That's this like dive bar in Point Pleasant.
Oh, okay.
And then
What's
I
the
don't
name
even
of
think
that?
it's open. Marlin's. I don't think it's open anymore.
really?
Yeah.
What was that experience like for you? First time in front of
Scary.
people?
I was terrified. I sang 3 songs in like a mid set. One of my parents' friends have like a bar band that was playing that night, and they asked me to play like in their break time. So I
Yeah.
just did 3 songs, and I was scared. But now I like don't feel that way anymore when I play.
Yeah, I could tell you're comfortable on stage
Yeah.
when you go up.
I think it's just like the more you play, the more comfortable you get with it.
Yeah. It's like you don't really like have the nerves anymore.
No.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I play like at a new location, I'll feel a little like jittery before, but once I start playing, I'm fine.
Yeah, and those are
Yeah.
big crowds too at Low Dive, so that's like,
Yeah.
you know, but yeah, that's awesome. So you said you started playing guitar in high school.
Yeah.
That's like that's a while. How'd
Yeah.
you get into that?
Honestly, Guitar Hero. When I was
Dude, I love
like,
guitar back in the day.
yeah, when that was really popular, that was kind of what drove me and my brother to both pick it up.
I'm getting flashbacks. to Guitar
I know,
Hero
me
right now.
too.
Yeah, and
Countless hours.
we
Yeah.
would like take some lessons here and there. And then when I went to college, I kind of like fell off of playing just because college was a lot of work.
You get so
I went to
busy.
school for fashion design, so I
Oh,
was like,
nice. Where'd you go?
I went to Marist.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to
So
school
it's-
for design also.
It's a lot of projects, so not a lot of time to do anything
And
else.
no sleep, guys.
Yeah, literally no sleep, no time to play guitar.
Yeah, no time to do
anything.
anything. Yeah, just
Yeah.
stare at a computer or draw all day.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Pretty
awesome.
much.
It was awesome that you got to like come back to it though. And you freed up
Yeah.
your time.
It's cool that it like found me in a time where like no one was really doing much. So,
Yeah, I mean
It's
that's
cool.
kind of how we got started. This is a COVID like company we
project?
started. Yeah,
yeah.
it started 2020, and we were able to get a bunch of people down the shore for a shoot, which would probably never would have happened if
Like, I
it
actually got
wasn't
COVID,
COVID.
on that shoot.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had to leave early.
We got dirt bikes to what is it, Seaside Park?
yeah,
Okay.
Seaside Park.
Yeah. So that was cool. Yeah, COVID was a time.
It was a time. I think some good things came out of it though.
Yeah.
So like you said,
Podcast came out of it. So
podcast, music.
Yeah, that's amazing. Okay.
Yeah.
So what are your main influences in music?
Well, if I had to pick like 3, I would say like Lana Del Rey from like the current
Amazing,
generation,
yeah.
the Cranberries, Mazzy Star. Like I like a lot of 90s music.
You know, it's funny when I was listening to like your catalog of songs, like it brings me back to the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
What was it? You know what really reminds me of the Cranberries? Your one song is I mean a lot of it has a sprinkle of it in there, but the one that really reminds me of it is Faith or Coincidence.
Fate or Coincidence?
Yeah.
Yeah, Fate or Coincidence. I
Yeah.
could see that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I was like, this is awesome because you rarely hear music like that anymore.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. The 90s was very unique too when it came to music.
Yeah.
Like either like a one-hit wonder or you just ran,
Yeah.
you know?
It's one of my favorite times in music, I think. I still listen to a lot of 90s
Oh,
music
you
now.
can't not.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was funny. We were supposed to have this person or this band from North Carolina last week. We are going to do our first like Zoom, like to like get bands like out of state. And the reason why we got in contact was they were doing like a 90s like cover song of you ever hear of Gin Blossoms before?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did Hey Jealousy, like a pop punk version. I was like,
That's
this is
cool.
so sick.
That's
and I was
awesome.
like, yeah. I love I love 90s music. I just like 90s in
Yeah,
general.
it was such a vibe.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, definitely see that sprinkled in. Can you tell us how you started your songwriting process?
So it kind of starts with me like writing down some like notes in my notes app on my either my phone or my laptop. And then I'll like pick up the guitar and kind of just go like back and forth with
Mhm.
like lyrics and chords and see like how I can piece it together. It's definitely a back and forth process, but like usually when I sit down, I'll like write a song to completion and then
Really?
edit from there. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So like it could take a couple of days to get to like the final product,
Mm-hmm.
but because I'm always like tweaking words and stuff. But the general idea I try to get out as fast as possible.
Really?
So I don't lose it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you when you start like recording, do you just use like your iPhone or do you have like
So what I'll do is I'll like write out my general idea and I'll make a voice memo of it so I
Yeah.
don't forget the melody.
right? Yeah.
And then when it comes to like the recordings that I have done or like what I just did in Nashville,
Oh wow, you just recorded that?
yeah, I just recorded a 4-song EP in Nashville.
Oh wow,
That's
It
awesome.
was super cool.
You want to like announce that EP because I didn't even know.
Yeah,
Is it
well,
on Spotify?
No, it's not out yet.
That's why.
It's not out yet. There's no name for it yet. The songs have names, but songs are done. I'm still like getting things together for that, but I'm hoping to release the first single, which is called Dust, in March. That's my goal.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what that's about?
Yeah. That song is kind of about like, I always say it's like me calling myself out on like things I've done in the past and how like the like main hook of the chorus is like dust under the rug doesn't exist, right? It's like, well, I made mistakes, but like is what it is, kind of.
Yeah.
That's the vibe of that song. I recorded with a producer who goes by Tone Deaf in Nashville, and he's recorded like a bunch of really big artists like Green Day.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He worked with Brista Maroney. That's how I found him. I really like Brista Maroney's music. And I DM'd him on Instagram and was like, hey, like, I don't know if you work with other independent artists, but I'm interested if you want to work together. And he responded. And like, obviously I had to like pay him for producing my record, but it was cool that he wanted to work on it.
Really?
Yeah.
And that's a 5-song EP?
4 songs.
Oh, 4 songs?
I'm also going to do 2 like acoustic versions of songs and throw them on there too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right, that's a pretty big EP.
Yeah.
So that the producer you went to in Nashville, did he give like any advice? Did you do any like creative changes to music, or you just came in there with what was originally like finalized?
So definitely. So we've been working on this since August, so a long time. I just recorded it the first week in December, and basically like how that worked was I sent him like those voice memos that I had on my phone. He chose a few out of there that he was interested in working on. And from there, like I kind of then chose which ones I wanted to be on the EP. And then I made demos, like better demos of them that I recorded in my apartment on Logic, just like with a mic. Just like acoustic guitar and then scratch vocal, sent that to him. And then he really pulled the weight in building out the tracks based on like references I sent to him. So I sent him like a whole list of references and like what parts of these songs that I wanted similarities in my songs. And over the last couple of months, we kind of just went back and forth remotely and built those out. And then I flew to Nashville the first week of December and did all the vocals.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you guys were working remote even before you got there. It wasn't like, fly here, we'll work it out. It's like, send me and then we'll build kind of like a foundation of how we're going to get this done.
Yeah, it was a lot of like back and forth remote work for a while.
How long were you in Nashville for recording?
I recorded for 3 days, but I was there for like 5 days.
Okay. That's awesome. So the songs that we were talking about like before, or song, but whatever, what was it? I keep on forgetting all the names. So there's one that's what is it? Mr. Left, right? Those songs and Faith or Coincidence are
Fate or Coincidence.
Fate or Coincidence. Sorry. Did you record that in the same studio?
No, I recorded those at Lake House in Asbury.
Wow, because I was listening to the recording and I was like, this is like, it's really good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great studio there, and they have a lot of great producers
Mhm.
working out of Asbury Park too. I think I just wanted to work with someone different to see like
Mhm.
how it would go. And it was really fun.
Yeah.
I've also like that was the first time I'd ever been in Nashville, so I wanted like an excuse to go
Yeah.
and like
I'm
really
sure you
do
took
it
some
right.
vacation time too for yourself. Check it all
Absolutely.
out.
Yeah, I went to the Bluebird Cafe. I watched how that all worked. There's
Mhm.
like they do like songwriter
Yeah.
rounds in there, and it was
Did
really
you get
cool.
up on stage over there at all or no?
No, unfortunately, I just didn't have the time.
No. Okay.
But I have plans to go back hopefully in like June or May to maybe play a few acoustic sets.
Nice.
It's good. It's good summer vacation.
Yeah.
So have you ever collabed with any other artist on music yet?
So I've written some stuff that never has like really turned into anything recorded yet.
Mhm.
With some other artists, Taylor Hill from Backhouse. We've written a couple of songs together, and maybe one day we'll record them. Sometimes it's fun to like write with someone else and just see like even if you have half a song written, where they can take that half a song.
Mhm.
Because two brains are always gonna think differently than just mine.
Yeah.
So. But everything I have done up until now like was pretty much written by me, maybe like a few words edited by the producer I was working with at the time, but in general like those were my songs.
Nice.
Which there's something nice to say about that too, like those were my songs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That'd be cool to do, like a collaboration, like a feature track or something like that.
That
with
would be
someone
cool.
that's a really
Absolutely.
yeah, to give a different inspiration in there. So when you record in Nashville, right? What was like the beginning steps of that? Since you already had the structure there, when you can you walk us through like the beginning when you came in?
The tracks were pretty much built out at that point. So usually, like how I record is like I'll have my sheet music there just to keep me like on track of like my lyrics because how I like to do it is break it into chunks. So like I'll start with the first verse. I'll do 3 or 4 takes of that first verse, and then once I like feel comfortable with like what I sang, then we'll move on to the next section. Then you do the chorus 3 times, and the next verse, then the bridge. Like you just kind of break it up. Sometimes I would sing through it like once or twice like fully just to kind of practice a little bit, because it's different like singing over a built out track than it is like me obviously acoustic with my guitar. Like also not having my guitar while I'm singing, it's like a different process.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to like sing through the song once or twice just to map out where those words are gonna fall.
Now, are there any like nerves or anxiousness when you're in the studio at all?
It is a little nerve-wracking
Red
because
light fever.
well, like I mean, one, it's expensive, so you have like that in the back of your mind, and 2, like you want your voice to be at the best kind of like spot it can be, and of course like I always have allergies, so that's always like a problem for me, like chugging water and tea and taking breaks. Like I remember one of the days, it was my 3rd day of singing, like my voice was getting a little tired, so I had done one song and we were gonna start working on the next song, and my producer was like, no, like tomorrow we'll pick up, like I don't want to like strain your voice. And that's kind of the cool thing about working with like a professional like that. They're gonna be able to gauge like
when you guys should stop,
when you should pick up again, and if you should re-sing a line, and he'll keep track of like the ones that he thought I sang the best too. And then like when he's comping the lyrics too, like it's kind of cool to sit there and like choose which words I sang the best even, like, or which line I sang the best. Like it's a cool process to sit through.
Yeah. That's what I noticed about your songs when I was listening to it. You have like really big choruses.
Yeah. I like to build them up.
Yeah. A lot of people can't do that. That's when I was listening to it. I was like, you started in 2020? I was like, that's pretty
My first song I recorded in 2022, I think. Was the first one. Fate or Coincidence was the first one.
I like that track a lot. I mean, I like all of them, but that one really stuck out to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one was a fun one. I worked with this producer, Tyler. He lives in Atlantic City, but he works kind of at Lake House sometimes. And it was just like the two of us that built out those first 6 tracks, I think it was.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. Yeah. Atlantic City's building a scene there now, too.
Yep.
I got a lot of songs out now. I honestly forgot how many were out
until you came here.
I think it's 15, and then I have 4 more recorded. So I'm planning on recording the next 2 acoustic versions next week in New York City.
Oh, wow. In the city.
I'm actually going to visit Joe Palm.
Oh, in Atlantic?
At Atlantic.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
going to do them there.
Yeah, I saw Fern and them are there now.
Yeah, I think they're there today. Yeah, it's good. It'll just be like acoustic. So
how does that process work when you get into Atlantic? It's just Joe's just like, come on in, or
I texted him and he like booked out the studio just for a couple of hours. Yeah.
Wow. That's a good hookup.
Yeah, it's definitely just a little like, hey, we're just gonna go to Atlantic Records and record a couple of tracks.
Yeah, that's cool that they let him open up the studio like that.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's cool. It's a nice little studio, and yeah, when they're not using it, they'd rather have someone in there, I guess, than it just go unused. So it's cool that he's been doing that.
And how many songs are you gonna do there?
Just 2, I think. I mean, if I have extra time, I might throw something in there just in case. But
nice. So those are acoustic versions, you said, right?
Yeah.
So right now with your shows, what are you playing? Are you playing your new stuff from the EP also? Or?
So on the 24th, I'm playing at Wild Air with my band, and we're practicing on Sunday. And I told them to learn Dust, so we'll see how it goes.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, if it goes well in practice, we'll run it on Friday.
So that's the first show you'll be playing something off the EP.
Yep.
Great. That's amazing. So tracking back to like your whole music career
journey.
What's
what's like the most favorite show you ever played?
Like probably, yeah, I can recall it. Wonder Bar. It was with Dark City Strings and the Mercury Brothers, and it was a sold out show, so it was packed at Wonder Bar. Yeah, it was so cool.
That's awesome.
That was my favorite.
We did around when we first started, I think it was like right out of COVID, we did like an event with the Mercury Brothers. Because my sister's boyfriend's in a band, Sonoa, and they were playing with Mercury Brothers. That was the first time I heard them. And then really awesome guys. It's actually how I met Jim, was that show. This had to be like 2001, maybe. Wow. That's how I met Jim. That's how we started doing Wowie, was because of that. And then I just saw them recently when I moved here, and I was like, holy crap, like they like stepped up. Like they're
great.
Yeah. They're really good.
They have good energy on stage.
I want to get these guys on here. I talked to them before. We'll see. I know it's always hard because everyone plays shows on weekends.
Yeah, so it's tough to get everyone in the same room. I have that problem with like practices. It's hard to get everyone to practice before
Getting
show.
People together is the hardest thing in the world.
Absolutely.
In the world. So speaking of the hardest thing in the world, what are the struggles in music you've had?
What are the struggles?
Yeah.
Well, it's difficult to get my stuff heard. Like every independent artist has that struggle, and I'm actually gonna be working with Emerson. She's doing like stuff with independent artists, and you can pay her to like help you with social media, Instagram, to be exact.
Oh, they got the science down.
She's got the science down, so I'm gonna pick her brain and see how that goes. Because I think with this new release, I really want to come up with like a plan to get it heard.
Yeah, you worked so hard.
Yeah, I worked hard. It was a lot of time. It was a lot of money. So it'd be nice to get it heard.
I know. Yeah, the marketing aspect is like
marketing. I think is the hardest part. I always say like the music is like the easier part, in my opinion. Some people might disagree with that, but I don't know. It's the part I enjoy more. So maybe that's why it
The
seems
music
easier.
part?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
creating the music is more fun to me than marketing it.
I know. We actually had we had this musician on, Sebastian, on the podcast, and he was playing for Ballyho. He just toured with All American Rejects.
Mm.
He's their piano guy, and he hops on guitar too. And he's been in like really big business with all the labels and everything. And we asked him what are the struggles, and he was basically saying separating the music from like the business.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, business is just as important. He goes, you're always going to have the music because that's what you came in here for. But the music is the business is what's the hardest part.
Right.
And,
well, I think a lot of people too, like, they don't want to spend the money on marketing. And like, I get it because it doesn't seem as like
lucrative to do it.
Right.
It's either you spend on the music or on the business.
Right. And I think that's something that I am realizing now, like you kind of have to sink the same amount of money into the marketing part as you do the music.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, I work in marketing, but I'm on the design side for marketing, and like the production development team that comes up with the products and the marketing, the budget is equal.
Yeah. I want to do maybe a little video or something, like maybe just clips to put on Instagram to kind of promote this record. And I think keeping that small, there's a lot of people in our area that do that at an affordable rate.
Yeah.
So it's worth doing. But again, it's all time.
It's time.
It's
in
time.
addition, exposure too, and you're in
Right.
the area to do that. It seems like you have a lot of shows coming up too, so
Yeah.
that would also help you out there.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I feel like marketing, what catches my eye, when we go back to that band from North Carolina, I feel like every time I see a paid ad, I feel like the one that really gets me to drive to click to their Instagram page is when I do see a clip of a music video.
Yeah.
Same
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mhm.
At a chorus or something like that. So
Yeah.
maybe that could be it. Because I feel like music videos have dumbed down a little bit since
no one has the attention span anymore. Everyone wants 30 seconds and that's it.
I know.
TikTok has ruined us all.
Yeah, TikTok has brain rot for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe we just need MTV to actually show music again.
That would be nice.
That'd be a good idea.
Yeah. I miss the music video era.
Yeah.
I used to watch all that stuff.
Yeah,
And
me
the
too.
top 20 countdown on
Yeah.
Sundays. I used to watch that.
I would wake up every morning and my TV would be on MTV and they would just play music videos.
Yeah.
In the morning while you're getting ready.
I had
Right.
that channel. It was just music videos all day, every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think with music videos too, it can establish more of your actual brand. The music
Right.
does, but it gives you more of a visual of what you're really about type of thing.
Yeah.
I actually ran into somebody the other day that showed me a music video he shot, and it was honestly one of the best things I've seen in years.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna bash on the music because any art's good art in my opinion, but the actual video itself was just whoa, telling a story, and
Right.
obviously it's synced up with the music as well. So it was we're saying here, it's that's missed right now.
Yeah. Because you're
Very-
not
very
seeing
much
it.
is.
And sometimes it gives the song a secondary meaning
Yeah.
too, what
Yeah.
you didn't even think.
Yep.
Yeah, especially when you sit down and actually storyboard it and
Yeah.
look through it. Yeah, I think that's fun. That's a fun creative process, getting it down to the visual aspect of it. So maybe a music video.
Yeah, Kiersten Blue music video.
Yeah.
Multiverse presents Total Request Live.
I know, right? Carson Daly days. Hey guys, top 10. So talking about your live shows, how do you usually prepare yourself for live shows? Rituals?
So, well, obviously, we'll practice. I mean, it would be great to get 2 practices in before a show. Sometimes it's only 1.
Yeah.
But we'll all practice independently. And I guess before the show, no true ritual, to be honest.
Yeah, I was joking about that.
Yeah, I don't know. Some
Watch
people
that ritual
do.
word, by the way.
We said
I
that
feel
we said that during a WoW interview. We got
Yeah.
reamed, so I just wanted
Really?
to add it in there.
I feel I don't know. Before a
Throw
show,
something in a cauldron or something like that. Who knows?
none of that kind of stuff. But like I do get like a little like, I don't know, like weird before a show. Like I don't want to like talk to everyone before I sing.
Yeah.
Like I like Wonder Bar because I can hide in the back and
You just go
not
to the
talk to
green
anyone.
room.
Yeah.
We actually did a podcast in a green room one time.
It's cool in there.
Yeah, they have like the
Yeah.
bar there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess like for me, it's like I'm trying to like get in the zone before I sing, and maybe there is like a little bit of underlying like anxiety there before I get on stage, and then once I get through the first song, I'm like chilling, and then I'm
Yeah.
on autopilot. I feel like sometimes I like everyone says this, they like black out on stage, like they don't remember playing. Sometimes that happens.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you're
I used to
just,
play
like,
back in the day.
zoning out.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't even see the crowd because the lights are just like blaring at
Right.
you.
Yeah, you're just kind of like on autopilot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you like to just like basically just have quiet time before you go on, like mentally prepare yourself.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah. Tune up the guitar, make sure everything's like ready to go.
Mhm.
Have like my water, my drink like ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you could play any event, have you played in the city at all yet?
I have. I've played Arlene's Grocery,
Okay, yeah.
Rockwood Music Hall, which now is called something else. I don't know.
Oh, they
the new
changed
name.
it?
Yeah, they sold it. Now
Really?
it's something new. But I played when it was Rockwood. Where else?
There's another place there, right?
There was
I forget
some
what it's
other
called.
like divey bar I played in the city.
Mhm.
I like playing in the city, but it's kind of a pain in the ass to get there.
You know. And now you got to pay tolls in every like.
Yeah.
city.
And they don't even pay you for the shows there either. So it's like, it's for exposure. It's a loss.
New York is like tough. Manhattan's tough. Brooklyn is probably better.
Yeah.
But Manhattan is just like we
Manhattan's
just did a
tough.
show. We presented a show at Gramercy,
Okay.
and like tickets were okay, but like they could have been better at
Right.
Gramercy. But like back in the day, I feel like it would have been bigger. Like you have Webster Hall there, you have Irving Plaza,
Yeah.
like all the theaters that are
Yeah.
there. But yeah, I feel like you gotta go. Have you played Brooklyn yet at all? No.
Not yet.
That's even hard to get to.
I know. It's a pain. I did a live session in Brooklyn, and that place closed too. It was the Direct to Vinyl place in Brooklyn.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
But that's really the only thing I've done there.
Mhm.
Yeah. So maybe in this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2025, I'll get to Brooklyn.
Wait till it gets nicer out.
Yeah, it's
Brutal
too
over there
cold
right
right
now.
now. I've played Philly a couple of times.
That's a nice little music scene over there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know someone that just moved there. You know the band Beauty?
No.
What's the other one? There's they played Wowie last year
Okay.
with you guys. He's in another band too. I forget the name. When it comes to me, I'll say because they were from Asbury.
And they moved to Philly.
They moved to Philly, yeah, for the scene there. I need to go visit.
It's a cool little scene there.
I haven't been there in a while.
Yeah.
I heard the scene's good there though. If you could play, if you could add a venue to your tour, what would be like the dream venue you'd want to play?
I'd probably want to go to Nashville and play some of those venues there.
Yeah.
Like not I heard there's this place called The Basement that's pretty cool for indie rock, indie pop. So maybe that would be on my list.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
What are some bands that you're into?
Currently?
Yeah.
Can I get my phone out to look on
Yeah,
Spotify?
of course, yeah. This will be edited, so we can
Yeah.
always, yeah.
How dare you?
I listen to like such a like mix of stuff.
Really?
Yeah. Like the other day, I just added Messy by Lola Young to my list because that song's like everywhere now and it's stuck in my head all the time.
Wait, how's that song go again?
Because I'm too messy.
Oh, yeah,
I'm too
okay.
fucking clean. That one. Yeah. But I've been listening to The National a lot. They've been around for a
Yeah.
long time.
Mm-hmm.
Inhaler, I really like Inhaler.
I haven't heard them, but
Never
every
heard
time
them.
we
Cool.
asked a question.
I saw them in Asbury like a couple months ago.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of music is it?
It's like rock music.
Rock?
The lead singer is Bono's son.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello,
Does he do
hello.
any of those? Like
No, but
chanting?
in a way, he
Yeah.
does kind of sound like him now that I know that. Like
I didn't know that was Bono's
it makes
son. Now I gotta
sense.
listen to it.
Yeah.
But they are really good and they put on a good live show.
This reminds me of South Park. Hello.
I like Ethel Cain's like older music. Her new album kind of lost me. It's like a little too weird,
indie?
too obscure. But her older stuff. There's this band Bleach Lab that I like. I like their music a lot.
Mhm.
It's like an indie band.
Shrek back
Always
and
listen to
bands.
Lana. I do like Chapel Roan.
Chapel Roan's great.
She's
Who
great.
Who doesn't know Chapel Roan?
Yeah. Older bands like I do like The Neighborhood. I like
Neighborhood, yeah.
Arctic Monkeys.
Arctic Monkeys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's this band called Always that I really like. I think they're from like Australia or something. They're really cool.
They're from Australia. I'm down with that.
So you're down under with that too.
I'm always like listening to the oldies like Fleetwood Mac.
Mhm. Fleetwood
like-
Mac's great. We just saw that show. Well, not just because it was over the summer. What was that?
Oh yeah,
that
the
cover band. They do all
the
that.
Yacht
Oh
Rock.
yeah. I heard they're good.
Yeah, rock review. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
fun.
They just played Montclair at Wellmont. I wanted to go
know.
see them.
They're doing a festival up at Crystal Springs
Yeah,
actually this weekend.
It's cool.
Crystal Springs is great too. Well, that's amazing. So you have a show you want to promote?
Yes. I'm playing Wild Air on January 24th with Vic Silva and Sports on the Radio. And then the 25th, I'm playing Bakes Brewing, just like a solo acoustic. And then next month, I'm playing John and Peters on the 15th. It's a Saturday. That'll be with the band. And then there's some other shows cooking up, like The Lanes at some point.
Really?
Yes.
That's awesome.
So I don't have a date for that yet. It's up in the air, but
Really?
it's happening in
You
2025.
gotta let me know about that.
The Lanes is gonna happen. Yeah.
The Lanes is a great venue.
Yeah,
definitely
I
come
love
down
that
for that one.
venue.
What was
Yeah.
that?
So I'll definitely come down for that one.
Sweet.
Yeah, the Lanes is
Yeah.
a great venue. Where could they see all the information you just
All of that would be on my Instagram. You could just search Kiersten Blue or KBlue Music _ and all my like music dates are on there. And you can find me on Spotify. I think a lot of those dates probably link to Spotify also. So,
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, definitely give her a follow
Yeah.
at Kiersten Blue. Listen to her music on Spotify. It's great music, guys. I'm not just saying that. It's all big chorus. I love it. It's like it's the range of it is just like so professional for like
Thank
you
you.
being only in it for like
A couple of years.
just
Couple
5
years.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. I just wanted to get that out before we end, but let's do some offbeat questions, right? So if you
Uh-oh.
weren't doing music, what do you think you'd be doing?
I'd probably still be doing fashion design. Maybe I would live in the city. I think part of the reason I live in Asbury Park is because I love like the scene, and music I think pulled me away from fashion design. Like I still do stuff freelance here and there, but I think I would probably be more engrossed in another creative field if I wasn't doing music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fashion's really big in the city.
Yeah. I was doing it for a while. I used to commute to Manhattan, but that
Oof.
commute's kind of brutal.
here?
Yeah.
Couldn't
I would
do
go
it.
in 3 days a week, and it was not my favorite.
Yeah, I can only imagine. Where was it, like by like Garment District?
I worked on 39th and Broadway.
Yeah, by Port Authority. You
Yeah.
take the train in?
I took the train, and then I would walk. Literally took me 2 hours and 20 minutes to get to work every day.
Yeah, we've all
Yeah.
been there. You just came from Brooklyn the other day,
Yeah, I was working in Brooklyn all week.
and now you're
Yeah,
going to
it's a
Boston. So
brutal drive. Yeah.
Davita's on tour, guys.
Yeah.
Follow
Damn
him
right.
at
Catch me.
Yeah.
If you could live in any music era, what would it be? I think we kind of established it last time.
Yeah,
but
probably like the 90s.
Yeah.
90s would be cool. Honestly, 70s would be really cool too.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, my music would be different, but I think that was a really cool time for music. So, either one of those eras.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you want to get in the playlist of the week?
Absolutely.
All right, we do a segment where we go around the table twice. So we do playlist of the week. So you want to start, Davita?
I'll start.
I didn't even pick a song.
I actually had this one queued up. I heard it earlier this week during my travels to Brooklyn. I haven't heard it in a very long time. I'm gonna go with "Shine Down" from the Inside.
Shine Down?
Yeah,
You know they're coming out with new music, I saw.
they are. But that song always hits me. I know I brought this up in a podcast before, but there's a movie, Grind. It's one of my favorite skateboarding movies in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it always brings me back to that. It brings me back to, like, the scene and stuff like that, too. So it's just, like... And also the lyrics itself, like, you know, it's talking about, you know, finding yourself on the inside and shining through that. So...
They were just on Burt Kreischer's podcast. Did you see that?
Yeah.
They did like an acoustic like set on there.
Didn't they used to play, like,
And then
Warped
he
Tour and
started
stuff like that,
crying.
too?
What?
Didn't they, like, play Warped Tour or Bamboozle back in the day?
I don't know.
I
Maybe
think they did. I think that's how they started
I think
getting...
I saw them once.
Yeah.
I saw them with like Kyle and Steve, something like that. You want to go next?
Yeah, I'll go next. I'm gonna say "Counting Empties" by Bleach Lab. They're like an indie band, and the song has like a really cool, like ethereal sound to it. I don't know. I really like the song.
Nice.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna check them out. You gave me like a lot of bands I haven't listened to.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely gonna rewind this back and listen to all those bands. Guys, I'm going mainstream like I always do. And super poppy. I'm gonna go with the band Camino, One Last Cigarette.
Oh.
Okay. I like the band Camino.
Yeah, I like the poppiness.
It is. It's...
And I always thought I wanted to go see them, but then COVID came. They were playing PNC. I don't know what happened to them. Like, I think that was like the track for them to like really get big. But I mean, people know that band, yeah, because they were playing with that other super poppy like band. Was it like 5 Seconds of Summer or something like that?
Okay,
think
yeah.
So.
And that was going to be like super mainstream if they went on that tour, but then COVID hit and they had to cancel it.
Who knows? Maybe they'll get another little turnaround coming up soon.
Yeah.
The way things are popping off again.
Yeah, they lost their bassist, and like when they lost them, music changed and just wasn't good.
Mm.
And then they came back with a new album and it hit.
Yeah.
With a new bassist. So, you know, obviously you're in that stage where you're trying to figure things out like we're doing right now because we moved everything. So we're still in that phase.
I'm traumatized by that
Oh,
word
and
move.
speaking of that, before we close out, guys, I'll do it after. I'll talk about the new place we're getting our stuff done. You want to go?
Yeah. You know, since you brought up AC Beer Fest, which y'all gotta come out and see us.
Yes, I forgot.
I'm gonna go with probably one of my favorite bands, Senses Fail.
Oh,
Rum is for drinking, not burning.
oh man, I feel like I need to do one now too.
We actually got to see that whole album in its entirety this year,
Yeah,
and I cannot wait to see it again. So,
yeah, we saw that over in Wellmont.
yep.
Yeah, I can't wait for that show. I don't know what bands are putting behind it, but we'll see.
Hey, whatever we got.
They're playing all day.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Please,
Yeah,
give me every album.
yeah. You want to go next?
Yeah. There's a song "Wasted Time" by Cloves. It's a really cool song
Really?
too. Again, it's very like atmospheric, but I think the production in it's cool. Like if you're wearing headphones, it just feels like very like spacious and big.
Nice.
I like that.
I'm all about
it.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, me
she's got a
too.
really cool voice too.
Yeah. I'll check
Yeah.
that out also. And then I'm going to go, since it's failed, because you're an AC Beer Fest. I feel like I have to. I'm going to do Lady in the Blue Dress.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then
I believe that's been a karaoke song of yours too before.
Yeah. Yeah. But I always win when I do In Sync. So. But yeah, that's playlist of the week, guys. I just want to say one more thing. So we have merch back up on the site. New print shop, guys. So we don't have like a whole like big film in the back now. It's actually baked into the shirt.
Cool.
So
Looking
guys,
fresh
check
and
it out.
clean
We got
over there. I
branded
like it.
tags now. All branded.
Check it
Wash
out.
carefully.
Get your summer
Made in
attire.
Nigeria. Yeah, well, guys, definitely go on the site www.versapparel.co. We changed some of the colors for some of the shirts that we came out with over the summer, so check that out. And now we took down the whole core collection, so all the brandings, the straight branding Verse stuff is all gone. And we have all the graphic tees there. I think the core stuff will come back. I'm still working on doing that, but we did add one core product there, and that is we have full embroidered hats now. So I mean, those are core, so it's just Verse on it, but they're puffed out, embroidered. So guys, definitely check that out. Available in black. I still need to get myself one. But yeah, yeah, definitely go to the site www.versapparel.co, www.versapparel.co, and help us fund this podcast.
Please.
Kiersten, thank you so much for coming in on a Saturday. I know,
we appreciate it. Thank you.
Especially when you're in the middle of playing shows. I'm definitely gonna make it to Wild Air. I know I was supposed to go to Stosh's, but yeah, I got business stuff that had to happen, so
Oh, good.
be there, and I'm gonna give this one to you.
Oh,
Take
thank
this,
you.
Yeah, rock it
For
on the
sure.
beach this summer. Yeah.
Nice.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. We will see you in a couple of weeks, and definitely follow at Kiersten Blue on Instagram. Check out her new EP coming up.
K Blue Music.
K Blue.
_
Oh, I said it
Yeah.
wrong in the beginning.
That's
Say
okay.
it again so I can.
Okay, so it's Kiersten Blue and then at K Blue Music _ on Instagram.
Nice. Definitely go check that out, guys, and then see all of her shows that's coming up soon.
We best be seeing you at AC Beer Fest as well.
Yeah, AC Beer Fest also, guys. Buy those tickets now, right? All right, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll catch you in a couple weeks. Peace.
See ya.
Thank you.